Sweet pain. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 190 of the Shower Podcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and you do you. I'm your host, Chip, and how much are you able to handle pain? And we're not talking only about physical pain, but pain in general. And have you realized that after being exposed to it for a certain time, you actually start enjoying it? I'm gonna try to explore this idea and give you some of the reasons you might develop that sensation in your mind and tell you that you're not crazy if you just say that. Before we start, as usual, if you end up liking this episode, leaving a like and a subscribe really help. They're just one click, but they really make the difference. Thank you very much. So, today's gonna be maybe the first and only, hopefully, episode that is tightly coupled to the previous one. So if you have just landed on this episode, I will really recommend you to watch the previous one in order to fully understand the picture. But quickly recapping, I forgot to mention and discuss about this specific topic in yesterday's episode because when I was proposing you the solutions to handle this sad truth about self-improvement, I forgot to tell you that there is also a natural path. And this path is realizing that the pain that you feel, you slowly start getting accustomed to it. Let me explain why. So I will bring you again my example, as always, but I feel like it's something that resonates a lot with myself and also with other people that I know. Specifically the fact that once you are exposed enough to pain, and of course here, big disclaimer, we are talking about manageable pain and pain that comes from an effort that you deliberately did. We're not talking about real physical pain, we're not talking about, something that is really hindering your life. We're talking about something that comes with your effort, that it's there for a reason, but it still feels bad. So we have to find a way to manage it. At the same time, though, I want to stress how much time, as usually happens, is really a natural solution to things. But the key stands in the repetition and the presence of this pain. Because if you sporadically are exposed to that pain, if you sporadically try to go above and beyond your standard, so you're making a huge effort to improve, and that is fantastic, but you do it in a very irregular manner, the pain will be always there because you can't do anything about it. But the worst thing is that given that you do it irregularly and given that you're not constantly exposing your body, your mind to it, it will feel overwhelming. It will feel overwhelming because the amount will be bigger since you, of course, start from from a lower place. So either the first or the second step based on how many you did. But let's say that even if you had like a good run, you do 10 and you completely stop, the next time, maybe you're not going to start again from 1, but for sure you're not going to start from 10. So the amount of pain that you had in your mind will be higher compared to what you expect. And that, incentivizes the amount of irregularities to grow because you're like, this feels absolutely dreadful. I don't want to do it. Let me skip it. And therefore, if before, as I said, maybe you started at 3 from 10, from 3, you go back to 1. And if you wait long enough, you will be too scared to even start thinking about the consequences. But the crazy thing is that on the other hand, the moment that you constantly do it, so you ramp up those stairs, you go 10, 20, 50, 100, and you keep on doing it, that ever-present pain will actually feel pleasant, will be in the background. And as I said yesterday, it will just be a reminder to yourself that you're doing great, you're doing good. And overall, it's okay to like it. It's okay to enjoy it. And in some sort, again, in the right amount and in the right extent, it's also okay to search it because it is one of the few things that gives us immediate validation on what we do. Now, the second biggest disclaimer is that understanding it and using it comes with experience, comes with expertise, and you always have to keep an eye out for not researching the wrong stimuli. Because there's also that possibility, We all know that pain can be present, can be overwhelming. It's one of the strongest emotions that we can ever feel. So it is not crazy to think that one might get addicted to it. And the moment that you start just chasing that, you might be pushing yourself into boundaries that are not really helping you, but they're just causing that kind of sensation that you are, chasing. Therefore, always remember that yes, it should be there, but it should always be caused by something you deliberately did and chose for your well-being. That should be your top one priority. As long as you're chasing that, you'll be fine. But the moment that gets put its second priority and you just chase the emotion, it might get tricky. Having said that, that was all for today. Unfortunately, a slightly smaller episode, but I have to absolutely run because I have a train to catch. And as always, I end up doing things last minute. But hey, this is me. And there's a reason I'm still doing the Shower Podcast, because I haven't cured myself, let's say. Thank you very much for listening. If you like this episode, remember that leaving a like and subscribing to the channel helps me tremendously. And as always, stay consistent, stay resilient. This was the Shower Podcast, and see you tomorrow.